Top 13 Most Expensive Celebrity Divorces. When you ask anyone in a relationship the question, does it take work to make it work? They will tell you that it's true. They will also tell you that for marriage, this is even truer. That sentiment rings even more true when 50% of marriages in the US will end in divorce at some point in their history. Divorce can be difficult for anyone, but it becomes much more difficult for the rich and famous. It's not a secret that people tend to expose their ugly side when large sums of money are on the line. And say what you will about marriage, but the thought of divorce does not seem to affect tech entrepreneurs and sports stars too much. When they end their marriages, we're not talking about J-Lo and A-Rod. The most expensive divorce settlements in history are reserved for bigwigs in Silicon Valley. There's another huge bigwig who will soon join them as well. Can't get enough news or gossip like these expensive celebrity divorces? Then you've come to the right place, YouTube channel Plenty of Pop Fan. We've scoured Facebook groups, Twitter feeds, Reddit, Discord, and even Telegram boards to get you the most up-to-date info on your favorite celebrity or juicy Hollywood gossip. If you have a tip, story, or even correction on our intel, comment below and we'll be sure to follow it up. Now, let's dive right into and discover who had to cough up the most coin to end up what they started with, I do. First up are Kenny Rogers and Marianne Gordon. Country music singer Kenny Rogers is almost as prolific at marriage as he is at making hit records. E! News notes that Rogers has been married 5 times and his most expensive divorce departure came with his 4th wife, Marianne Gordon. Robert and Marianne were married for 16 years. They had 1 child together before they divorced in 1993. They reached a reported settlement that saw Robert shell out $60 million to Gordon. After 8 years of marriage, American pop superstar Madonna and British film director Guy Ritchie officially ended things in 2008. Madonna has paid Ritchie a divorce settlement amounting between 40 to 60 million pounds or 76 to 92 million dollars. Reuters reported that this was a result of their hard work ending in 2008. The couple did not release a statement following court proceedings. Number 11th on our list is Kevin Costner and Cindy Silva. Kevin Costner met his ex-wife Cindy Silva while they were at Cal State, married each other in 1978, and had 3 children. In the 16 years that they were married, Kevin Costner became one of the most successful and highest-paid actors in Hollywood, starring in films like Dances with Wolves, Bull Durham, Field of Dreams, and countless others. They divorced in 1994 and Silva was awarded $80 million by the court as reported by Forbes. Harrison Ford and Melissa Mathison were married for 17 years before they separated in the year 2000. Reportedly, because Ford was seeing a younger woman. Mathison ended up filing for divorce in 2001, which was finalized in 2004. The Daily Mail reports that she received a settlement of about $85 million to $118 million as part of the end of their marriage. And in 2015, an award-winning screenwriter who worked on Apocalypse Now, Melissa Mathison passed away after a long battle with cancer. She was 65 at the time of her death. The superstar film director Steven Spielberg, who's married to the actress Kate Capshaw, had a 4-year marriage with Amy Irving from 1985 to 1989. The two met for the first time when Irving auditioned for Spielberg's movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. According to the American Bar Association, the pair signed a prenuptial agreement on a scrap of paper, which Irving later claimed was invalid because she was not represented by legal representation when signing the document. The judge ruled in her favor and awarded the actor more than $100 million as part of their divorce settlement. Next, we have Tiger Woods and Elin Nordegren. Tiger Woods and his ex-wife Elin Nordegren finalized their divorce in 2010 after news of Woods' numerous extramarital affairs went public. Nordegren said she was blindsided by his transgressions, but their marriage did not end in divorce until August 2010, ABC News reported. She said during the exclusive interview, "I never suspected, not once. For the last 3.5 years, when all this was going in, I was home a lot more because of pregnancies than the children and my school." Asked by reporters following the outcome of the divorce to discuss how he was feeling, Woods responded that, "You know, it's a sad time in our lives. and we're looking forward in our lives and how we can help our kids the best way we possibly can. And that's the important thing, ABC News reported. Forbes reported that settlement discussions for Nordegren and her lawyers were aiming for $750 million but eventually landed on $100 million. On our seventh spot is the divorce of Garth Brooks and Sandy Mahl. Sandy Mahl married Garth Brooks in 1986, before the singer even released his first album. The couple stayed married for 14 years, during which time Brooks became one of the most successful recording and touring artists in music history. However, Brooks' exhaustive touring schedule and alleged infidelity proved to be too much for the union to handle, and they filed for divorce in 2000, according to Celebrity Net Worth. When their relationship came to an end, the divorce was rumored to be amicable. Mahl and his ex-husband, who had 3 daughters together, went on to work on a cooperative parenting agreement. After what is being reported as a very costly divorce settlement, Mahl was awarded $125 million. Frank and Jamie McCourt had one of the most expensive and contentious divorces in recent memory. The former couple incurred more than $20.6 million in legal costs, the Los Angeles Times reported at the time of the 2011 settlement. The couple, which controlled the Los Angeles Dodgers and Dodger Stadium at the time, got divorced after nearly 30 years of marriage in 2009. This occurred shortly after Jamie was fired by Frank as the Dodgers CEO for insubordination, non-responsiveness, failure to follow procedures, and inappropriate behavior with a direct subordinate. After a bitter legal battle, a divorce agreement was reached between an ex-couple in which Jamie would receive around $130 million and would give up any claim to a share of the Dodgers, which was reported by the Los Angeles Times. Next is the old couple Neil Diamond and Marcia Murphey. In 1994, Neil Diamond and his wife of 25 years, Marcia Murphey, divorced. They agreed that he would only make monthly payments of $150 million to her for the next 18 years, with a major milestone coming at age 70. After the divorce, Diamond said she was worth every penny. After paying a $150 million settlement, he then denied making the payment, noting that his former partner had enough to survive off for the rest of her life. We also have Michael Jordan and Juanita Vanoy, who got divorced in 2002. Juanita Vanoy, who first filed for divorce from Michael Jordan, had not commented on her reason at the time. However, Chicago Tribune quoted private investigator Ernie Rizzo said that he observed Jordan in some compromising situations with half a dozen women over 1992 to 2002. Vanoy and Jordan tried to reconcile their marriage, but after a month of filing for divorce, announced that they were parting ways in 2006. Michael and Juanita Jordan mutually and amicably decided to end their 17-year marriage. The couple's lawyers said in a statement, according to People. A judgment for dissolution of their marriage was entered today. There will be no further statements, according to Crain's Chicago Business. Vanoy received $168 million in the divorce settlement, and Jordan also reportedly paid $2.1 million in legal fees. On the third spot is the couple Mel Gibson and Robyn Moore. Hollywood star Mel Gibson and Robyn Moore were married for 31 years before they divorced in 2011. Gibson reportedly paid around $425 million as a divorce settlement to Moore, and this was rumored to be the reason behind his bankruptcy shortly after. Details of the judgment were kept secret, but estimates at the time by the Los Angeles Business Journal had estimated that the Oscar award-winning director and actor was worth $850 million, People reported. The couple had 7 children together, and since they did not have a prenuptial agreement, Moore would have been entitled to half of the sum according to California law. In the second rank is the divorce of Rupert Murdoch and Mann. One of the world's most powerful media moguls, Rupert Murdoch, divorced in 1999 after 32 years of marriage. CNBC reports that, as part of the settlement, Mann received $1.7 billion of Rupert's fortune, which included $110 million in cash, while he retained control over their holdings worth approximately $6 billion in total. The Australian magazine described the divorce proceedings. I don't want to get too personal about this, but he was extremely hard, ruthless, and determined that he was going to go through with this no matter what I wanted or what I was trying to do to save the marriage. He had no interest in that whatsoever, The Guardian reported. And coming first is the most expensive celebrity divorces is the divorce of Jeff Bezos and Mackenzie Scott. It's no surprise that one of the richest people in history also has one of the most expensive divorces in history. In January 2019, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and former wife Mackenzie Scott announced they were getting a divorce after 25 years of marriage and 4 children together. After meeting while working at hedge fund D.E. Shaw, Mackenzie Scott subsequently helped Bezos launch the global marketplace Amazon, sticking by him through the business's enormous growth. Mackenzie, who has since remarried, received a 4% stake in Amazon amounting to more or less $38 billion, the value of which has skyrocketed over the past year. Scott's net worth is $6 billion higher than Jeff Bezos at this time. This immediately made her the 4th wealthiest woman in the world, pushing her ex-husband to 5th. She then promised to give away half of this fortune in Jeff's trademark style and was quoted as saying, "My kids will go to public schools rather than private ones like their old classmates attend." That's it for this video, plenty of pop fan. Remember to subscribe to our channel for all the latest celebrity news and gossip. It's like candy you can't stop eating. We'll cover what celebrities are wearing, who's dating who, and not dating anymore. It's hard to keep up with the recent happenings in their lives. We'll satisfy your gossip fix daily. Comment below if there's a celebrity in particular you want us to cover or a juicy news tip you'd like to share.